Howdy, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons show! I will have some announcements and a recap for all of you, but before we dive into any of that, let's go ahead and do some player introductions.
Hi, I'm Master. I play Ember's White Ash, Baxi's Sunsoul Monk.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I play Lady Elwyn Amelos, who is an elvish Circle of the Land druid.
Hi, I'm Gabo, and I play Art, the Dragonborn Battlemaster Fighter.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Vert, the Changeling Armor Artificer.
Thank you, everyone. So, those announcements. We premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Throughout the campaign, we use a variety of custom items, monsters, species, all of that good stuff, so be aware of that as you're watching. The character portraits, which you'll see once we switch to our main layout, were drawn by an artist named Zyra Brittany, who goes by @Xylavy on Twitter. If you need a refresher on anything that's going on in the campaign, you can check out our campaign wiki at World Anvil. You can also check us out on our socials, where our handle is Antiheroes Anonymous. The links and information to everything I just mentioned and more are in the description of this video, including some links to trans rights, Black Lives Matter, and Stop Asian Hate resources. And other than that, we just hope you enjoy the show, share with your friends, and come back to watch some more. So with all of that out of the way, let's roll the intro video. And welcome back. Previously on Antiheroes Anonymous, the Silver Seekers have been in Philareth, which is caught in a 10-hour time loop that ends in the city's destruction. 3 hours in, they've partially succeeded in preventing a riot and failed to avoid an onslaught of monsters, electing instead to seek help from Vert's aunt, Isabella, who has been impersonating Legate Mira Durthane. They went to meet her, but it turned out to be a trap, revealing that Isabella has been working with the bounty hunter Skulk, as well as the disgraced Albric Coldlake, to kidnap Night Mantis and lure the Seekers into a trap. The Seekers are now fighting to free Night Mantis, but even if they succeed, there's still much more to do if they hope to avert the catastrophe that Cephalosk has unleashed.
I feel like disgraced is a very PC way to feel, for how we feel about him.
He's a little bit more than disgraced.
He's also dead.
Yes, he's also very dead.
He should have been deceased.
He is dead and his soul consumed to power up the transformation of a devil. So, we are going to hop right into the tail end of what has been a very intense battle, and just wrap that up. As things stand right now, the party has just kind of turned the tables on Skulk, who was hiding in the shadows, by a clever use of druidcraft to light a torch, and then Ember's kind of bringing that torch to pursue Skulk. And so now really the main threat here is this transformed bone devil who consumed Albric's soul. The spellhounds consumed his skull. So I will go ahead and get us music, and then we'll get right into it, starting with Art's turn.
Can we switch the stuff?
Which?
Bam.
Oh.
So Art, what would you like to do?
How does Skulk look right now?
Bloodied.
Okay, Well, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start by using a bonus action, second wind. So I'm gonna roll for that. Ooh, that's a 10 on the die. 10 plus 8, that's 8. I get 18 HP back.
Right.
So let me add that. 30. Okay. I was very lucky. Okay. And then since I used second wind, I'm gonna go ahead and it says I can move up to half my speed without provoking OA.
Correct.
So that would be... And this is a dumb question, but this space, like, diagonal between the two, like, I can cross that, right? Or no?
Yes, I think you can. Yeah.
Okay. So I would just do...
I think as long as you are totally surrounded.
Because it's... I get to move this, and then my movement is separate, right? So I get to move 45 total.
Correct.
Oh. Yes. But everyone's in the way, and I'm scared. But no, I'm not. Okay, I'm just gonna move next to embers here. So basically, like, count that as my that bonus movement plus my actual movement to just move right here next to embers, and I'm gonna attack Skulk.
Yes.
Because I don't know what's going on or who any of these people are, but let's.
Yeah, he has, as you kind of break free of those who have been harrying you, you see that Skulk has kind of this surprised look on his face, having been caught in the light, and you just have your opportunity, so have at him.
Sweet, okay. I'm gonna roll for my... the first one is a 12 plus 9, 21.
Hits.
To hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna roll for the other one. And then that's a 15 plus 9, so that also hits.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll... Okay, let's... God, math. Okay. Okay, 5 plus 8 is 13. Slashing.
Okay.
Plus 8 radiant.
For 21 total.
That's the first attack. And then for the second attack, 8 plus 8, that's 16 slashing.
Okay.
And 5 radiant damage.
Yeah.
He is hanging on by a thread as you kind of just come up and just 2 quick slashes with your crystal sword. Yes, he is very injured at this point.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, sweet. That's action. That's action bonus, action and movement, and that's my turn.
Okay.
I wish I had another thing.
Then it would be Emilio and Maria, but since Gabo is remote, we're gonna pass those off to someone here in the room. Aster, Zach, Kay, does anyone want to take them? They're on everybody's sheets now.
Oh, so everybody's sheets?
Yep, under
where do
your
you find
extras.
On the extras.
Extras, sidekicks, you'll see them there.
Well, Maria is still down, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Does she have to roll a death save?
She would.
I see medium humanoid on mine. Is that right? Or is it actually? Let me just refresh it.
Yeah. Could we have potentially Emilio using his action to stabilize Maria?
Yeah, absolutely could. I can roll his stabilize check here.
And then if he can, I guess if he...
Maria is stable.
Great.
She failed one death save, but then he stabilized her.
Cool. I can't remember, but I feel like Elwyn's last, directive was, get her out of here and get to safety.
Yeah, and then I think what Emilio will do is just kind of, reposition them so that he is standing in front of her, between her and the wolf. I think that's probably the best that they can do on their turn.
Okay.
Okay. Vert.
Vert is going to... Oh, man. Let's see, 1, 2, 3... Okay. Can I stand... Sorry. Can I stand here? Or is that considered on top of the pillar? I want it to be on the corner, like actually here, but I don't know which square that would be, so I could be in the threat range of Skulk and Zal.
Yeah, I'll say you can stand there, yeah.
Okay.
Because we've got kind of a 3D space on a 2D map.
Yeah, okay. So I just wanted to double check. Okay, and then I am going to try and Thunder Gauntlet Skulk. Is he, yeah, it's the sound of the crackling.
Yeah, the crackling thunder.
So yeah, I'll look back at Night Mantis before I leave and say, find cover. I'm gonna go help our friends.
Can do.
And
be careful.
Then, yeah, I'm gonna run over there. Is Skulk prone or
Not
anything?
prone. No, he doesn't have like any conditions or anything like that.
Okay. It's a straight roll, and that's not great for the first one. It's a 12?
12 misses.
Yeah. Okay, come on. Okay.
Dodges out of the way.
So that's better. That's 24.
That hits.
Okay.
I forgot. I should have used this against Art's attacks. I forgot. He's going to use his uncanny dodge to try and half the damage and see if he can survive.
Okay. You probably can. I don't do a lot of damage.
I don't know if...
Oh, I did max though. So that's
yeah.
12.
Okay, so he halves that down to 6, and he falls to the ground. Is he
So
dead or
I
unconscious?
think what I'd like to do, if I can, is maybe the first Thunder Gauntlet isn't like damaging, and he like grabs him and says, "Any last words, bounty hunter?"
Yeah. And Skulk just kind of laughs and says, "Worthy prey indeed." Does he go unconscious, or is it?
Oh man, I mean, he caused me a lot of grief. Okay, hang on. Embers is right there. Is Embers on this particular individual? I know Albrecht was an exception now, I think, right? If I remember correctly. Were you non-lethal attacking
I was
Soul?
non-lethal attacking Albrecht as well.
Oh god, of course you were. Okay.
It took the Spellhound to kill him.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, I remember you. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, non-lethal.
You hear a growl in the back of your brain. Vertinor! But yeah, non-lethal it is.
Non-lethal for now.
Anything else for your turn?
Let's see, I got that going. I only have 2 attacks. My movement. I think that's it.
Okay. Night Mantis follows you. She's going to take the last 2 shots on her clip with the revolver as she kind of like strafes into the wind wall
Okay.
at the Bone Devil.
Okay.
And so at the Bone Devil, she's fishing for an AC of... Okay, got it.
And remind me, she gets extra damage on things that have certain conditions, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of conditions. Blinded, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, prone, restrained, stunned, and that's it. Or has their movement reduced. Sorry. So, quite a few things, but Zal doesn't have any of those effects. She's going to hit with one and not with the other.
Okay.
So she'll do 13 piercing damage. Does he have any kind of resistance to piercing? I don't think so. Nope, okay. And then she'll strafe into the wind wall, getting cover like you told her to.
Okay, cool.
Okay. That's good turn, Night Mantis. The Spellhounds Elwyn, you intimidated the one that is by Emilio, so it's actually going to kind of back up slowly.
Yeah, I did intimidate it.
Maybe she's the alpha now. It's on our side. Don't do attacks at all.
This other one will come in for Vert.
Okay.
I could technically make an attack of opportunity as it leaves.
Yeah, you could, or also Emilio could, but I think Emilia's looking to you like, should I?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, let's both do it.
who wants to make that attack for Emilio?
I'm gonna swing my staff at it.
I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Just gonna double hand my staff and just swing as hard as I can. 22?
Yes!
Only a 12 for me.
12 is a miss.
Okay, so...
So this is just like adding to your intimidation of this spellhound, I think,
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah. Well, but I rolled minimum damage, so 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you just bop it on the nose as it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right! You run!
Like whispers.
It just backs up.
Yeah.
And then the one going for Vert,
I can't believe I rolled a 1 on a D8.
misses with one and gets a natural 20 with the other. Against
Okay,
Vert.
let me roll for my mirror image.
Right.
It worked. So I take 0 damage, but it does destroy one of the 3 images.
Yeah, it like lunges forward and grabs one of the images and tries to shake it, and it just gets a bite of illusion and it dissipates.
Yep. It finally worked.
Elwyn, you're up.
Could have been a nasty crit there.
How is Night Mantis looking?
She has about 1/10 of her health.
Yeah, okay. As Ellen watches the wolf run away, I feel like something inside of her kind of breaks. And she sees kind of in her periphery Night Mantis running up, and she grips her staff, and a wave of cold pulses from her as she casts Aura of Vitality.
Cool.
So Night Mantis is going to get, I think it's 2d6 hit points from that.
This is the one where you pick one person in the aura each turn.
Yep.
Okay.
So when it
Concentrating
starts,
on something else, right?
I was not.
Okay.
Because I was not. Because whole person was over.
That's
everything.
right. It was whole person, and
because
he's gone
dead.
now. Yeah.
2d6 hit points. So nice, and I rolled really well. So that is, and it's just a straight 2d6. I don't add anything. Okay, yep. So that's 9 hit points back to Night Mantis, and I think she just barely gets out. Protect these two. I'll be right back. And as she says it, her voice turns gravelly and starts growling, and fur bursts from her. And aside, or contrary to her normal transformations where she's cloaked in snow, this time she just kind of explodes into a form of a wolf. A very large wolf with, pearl white fur and
Very large, like huge?
blue.
Or just large?
Blue. Well, like a dire wolf size. So I think normal wolves are like medium. She's a large wolf.
Okay.
And she runs after
One.
the spellhound that left. But I don't believe they've changed the rules. I don't think I can make an attack as part of my transformation, so
Is this is a wild shape?
this is a wild shape.
Okay. Because I know you have another means of becoming a wolf, right?
Well, no. It's when I use wild shape to turn into a wolf.
That's right, that's right.
This is happening.
This is the wolf that I have. It's not the best, but I'm going to tint it
There it
blue.
Hold on,
I love that.
I'm checking the new 2024 rules about
Tint.
wild shape. So I get
Oh, there it is.
I get some temp HP, equal to my druid level, so I get 8 temp HP. But yeah, I don't get to make an attack action as part of this, so that was my action, my bonus action, and my movement is you moved me, thank you.
Yep.
To chase after the spellbound.
I know you're large, but it was not really working large here. So
it kind of works. That's my turn. I'm gonna mark off this spell slot too.
right, good enough. Okay, good turn. While you do that, why don't you make another intimidation check, actually, and take advantage.
As she just runs growling after this poor wolf. Take advantage, okay. Do the big ones. Because I'm feeling scary right now.
And do you say anything in a language the wolves would understand as you do this?
I wasn't finished with you!
Wolfenese.
Intimidation is a 22.
Okay. You seem to have gotten the attention of not just the wolf next to you, but the wolf next to Vert as well. And I'm going to give them both the frightened condition.
Great.
My man is going to blast them now.
That's so badass. I love it.
There we go.
So from you guys' perspective, you just see this massive white wolf tearing around the corner, chasing after this spellhound.
Is the spellhound doing like the tail between legs running?
Yeah, very much.
Yup.
Okay. Which just leaves
Bonked by the staff and
Bone Devil.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. The Bone Devil, who has Vert right next to him, is going to attack Vert with all those attacks.
Okay.
So we'll start with the 2 claws. A 27
And it's
and a 13.
miss.
Okay, and then the sting is a 25.
It also hits.
So it's 13 slashing as the first claw rakes across you.
Do you have any?
I'm seeing if I can choose which attacks or if it just happens.
Oh, I think it just happens with
Each time a creature targets you, I roll a d20. Okay, so let's see what happens. The first one is absorbed by a mirror image, and the second one is also absorbed by a mirror image.
Okay.
So poof, poof.
the claw, like the illusion is dashed asunder
I
by
like to
the...
imagine that these mirror images are like actually small machines that are like projecting Bert's image, kind of like the what is that? The Spider-Man movie with all the drones doing like the elementals and stuff like that. So when he hits it, he like hits the drone. It's like and
just
like kind of
it crumbles to the
explodes.
ground.
really cool.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so it slashes one of the machines out of the air, and then the sting comes up, and it looks like it's going for Vert's heart, but it pierces into the drone instead. And the devil just growls. And it looks around and it sees that it's alone here, and it says, "I got what I wanted. I'm done here." And it is going to fly away. Vert, you can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
Well, let me check something real quick first. But I am gonna punch it, I think. I am trying to see if my Wind Nexus ability is only a bonus action, which I believe it is, to reduce the flying speed to 0.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a bonus action, right? I can't.
Yeah, you can't use that as a reaction.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Then yeah, I will just give him a Thunder Gauntlet.
You could try to grab hold of him.
I don't know if I really care that much. I mean, it's just, we don't even know who he is. Like,
Yeah.
he had some pact with Albrecht. I don't think I hit him. 15?
Misses.
Yeah, so I swing and a miss. And then, yeah.
Yeah, so he kind of flies diagonally away and is hovering above this platform over here.
Okay.
Okay. I think that brings it to Embers.
Okay. Before I take my turn, I don't know if you've been keeping track. but I have made 20 attacks this combat so far.
I
and
missed
19 of them hit.
I missed the first game's attacks, but I tracked the ones from the last time we played, so I'll just add a couple more here.
Okay. The ones from the last time we played were, I believe that was 12 of them, and 11 of those hit.
Okay. There we go. Yep, I should be up to date now on my attack counter.
I kind of forgot about that because I've been making a lot of attacks this combat.
I did get them last time, and then I
Okay.
just forgot
Cool.
the first time.
Alright. Embers steps over unconscious form of Skulk. From here, does it look like is Zal like perched on top of this thing, preparing like another to like rain down fire the way he was doing the first?
No,
one in
he's
combat?
like back turned, fleeing.
Gotcha. Okay, then I will just hit this Spellhound, and I'm only gonna do it 3 times because why? Yeah. But
What do they get for being frightened? Does that give you advantage?
Oh, good question.
Because they can see me.
I think it gives them disadvantage, but I don't think it gives you advantage if it works the way it did in the old days.
Ability checks and attacks affected can approach. Okay, yeah, it does not give you advantage on this. Okay.
Let's see. I'm just gonna do 3 regular hits. Two of them are crits.
Oh,
Oh
snap.
my god.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's really good.
The last one is a dirty 20.
Hits, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
You don't even need hold person. You're gonna get critical hits anyways.
Yeah.
I know, why did I even bother blowing a wild shape on this? I'm not even going to get a chance to...
Well, this is only on this
Well,
one.
you didn't know Zal was gonna run away.
I didn't know I was going to... Bam. That's okay. But I've
So you can still chase him.
I just checked anyways.
It's good damage to
wild
do.
shape for several hours.
I need to figure out how much damage I'm doing here.
Yeah, I mean, take your time with 2 crits.
Yeah. Let's see.
I can stay in this one for basically 4 hours.
And that's about bedtime, yeah. Does it give you temp HP now?
Yep.
Okay, you already
I
ordered that?
Yeah, that's your druid, equal to your druid. That's not great.
And you already lost mine.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, I think this is 57
57 all told.
all told.
That Spellhound is looking very rough. It was not too far off full HP, and now it's very low.
Should I spend a key point to focus? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. What's the point?
I don't know.
Art can take it. I'm not.
Yeah.
This isn't a competition.
It would be
that's the
awesome to one round it though,
Yeah.
but
It'd be fun.
But who
that's
knows what else
that's
is
the end of
waiting
my
for
turn.
us
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
we
if you
catch
want
up
to.
to
I agree. No need
What's
to
your
spend
butt?
more. Whatever.
Art, you're up.
although I do want to see the damage on
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
number of
move to
attacks.
this guy and seeing the beautiful, like Embers' attacks. I think inspire him, and he's like, "Time to finish this." And I'm gonna take 2 swings at Wolf Boy.
Sounds good.
Oh, I did not move my character. Whoops. Here and that's a 12 on the die. That's 9, 21 to hit,
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
and then 17 plus 9 to hit. So they'll both hit, and then
Got my hand over the X.
8 plus 8, 8 plus 8, 16 plus 6.
That first attack does it.
22. Oh hell yeah!
So if you've got the movement, you could go and put the damage in the other one if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
Oh yeah. Do I have the movement?
I think you do.
Yeah, it looks
I
like
have
you
the
do.
movement. Yeah. Okay. Then yeah. Again, super inspired. I think he gets a metaphorical second wind, seeing Ember's display of just absolute badassery. Oh, do I need to roll again for
No,
that?
no,
Because
you
I had
already
rolled
hit.
to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's
Okay.
the damage on the second
On the first one, it was 22 total.
one? Okay.
And then now that's a 3 plus 8, 11, plus 7, 18.
Okay. Good turn. Anything else for you?
That's all I got left, honestly.
Okay. Then
That's
it's Emilio and Maria, and I think they're just going to huddle behind this pillar with Night Mantis and stay safe. Because Maria is not making death saves anymore. Vert?
Yeah. Also gonna use a metaphorical P point and try and get 2 attacks on this wolf. Let's see what happens. Big thunder gauntlets. Wow. Same roll on both dice. Hopefully they both hit. 21.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That would be really upsetting. Okay, and then... oh my gosh. I rolled the same on the d20s and the same on the d8s, and the d8s I rolled 1s.
Oh no!
So each one does 5.
Okay, so total of 10.
Boink, boink. Yeah.
Next it's this, well, it would be Night Mantis, but she's going to stay put.
Oh, she has a frightened target, though.
She has no more bullets.
Oh, she had a bullet.
Well, she could reload. And, well, you only gave her... Yeah, she did run out of what was in the chamber. She has the bullet ant gun, though. She'll use the bullet ant gun.
It's fine. I mean, whatever.
Let Direwolf Ellen have something.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, you guys are being so sweet! Pulling your punches.
Okay, yeah, she's basically looking after Emilio and Maria right now. She is not engaging in the fight. So then it is the Spellhound's turn, and it kind of like, it wheels around, and you can see there's like panic in its eyes, and it locks eyes with Wolf Elwyn, and it holds.
Elwyn's bearing
And
her,
it's your turn.
bearing her fangs.
So it didn't attack?
Nope.
It's pissing itself right now, basically. At the top of my turn, Art heals for 6 hit points. I need to keep track of that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was 2 of 10 heals that I get with that. I'm gonna self-impose a wisdom saving throw right now.
Okay.
For reasons. Okay. Elwyn bares her teeth at the wolf and has a moment where she wants to go for the throat and draw blood.
I don't need like an animal handling check. Like, it is almost bearing its throat to you.
But at the last minute, she seems to kind of pull herself together. And so instead of making a bite attack, she's going to smack it with her claw and try to just knock it out.
Okay.
Okay. So, and you guys are all there, so I have advantage. Thanks for coming over to give me some help.
Yeah.
Alright, this one, and this one. Oh my gosh. So that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit, yep.
And then I've got to dig out a d10 and a d10. Oh wait, no, this is the claw. This is not d10s, these are 6s. 14 slashing damage.
Okay. It doesn't totally knock it out, but it goes to the ground and stays low and is backing away from you.
Okay, so technically I get multi-attack.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be a bite and a claw, but will you let me have 2 claws so that
Sure.
it can keep it non-lethal?
You can keep it non-lethal with a bite too if you want.
I don't think she wants to put her mouth on it right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fine. So you can substitute a bite for a claw.
Elwin's a vegetarian,
Yeah,
bro.
she's a pescatarian. She doesn't want to.
pescatarian.
Yeah, she doesn't want to taste its blood right now. She succeeded her wisdom saving throw. Okay, so the second attack is a 24 to hit. Oh no, that's much lower. 8 more slashing damage. Or bludgeoning if it's non-lethal. Just smacking it on the head.
Yeah, I mean it's still conscious, but it is, like I said, it's like
I think as part
like
of this
staying low
attack, she's putting her paw on its throat and like pushing it into the ground and making it heal.
It's like letting that happen.
And she says, "Do you yield?" In wolf.
And you can understand naturally what animals say. You've got that ability.
I mean, as a wolf, I can speak wolf, right?
Sure.
Theoretically, but yeah, I have speak with animals, like basically.
Technically, it's not an animal, but I'm allowing it. It goes. Yes. I yield.
Then get out of here.
And
She'll
it,
let it go.
It whimpers and it like runs off to the side, and it doesn't. It like runs over to one of these doors here on the side of the arena, and like paws at it, like trying to get in, but it doesn't really have anywhere to go, and so it just kind of stays there.
Okay.
Zal is going to continue running when his turn comes around.
Hold an action on Zal if that's okay.
Well, he gets another chance to go. 30, 35, 40. So he can make it to around, like, the... I think pretty much out of everyone's dark vision range but Elwyn. Does anyone want to do anything to pursue Zal?
No.
That's my question.
Embers does not.
Okay. In that case, I think we can drop out of combat.
Okay.
Cool.
As silence kind of falls on this arena, what would you like to do?
I have 8 more rounds of healing to divvy out.
I think you have certainly plenty of people who need to benefit from that.
Right. So, Art, what are you at?
I'm at 31, so I guess I don't know what's coming.
And what's
I do
Nightmare?
have
19.
Because I'll use 1 to get Maria up,
Okay.
and I'd like to use a few on Night Mantis to get her into working order, and then the rest on Art, if that's cool. I mean, you're fine,
totally
you're
fine.
fine, I'm pretty much fine. So, 1 for Maria. Maria gets, I rolled well. 10 hit points for Maria.
Okay.
And
She's back
then,
up.
so that was, can someone keep track of
Yep.
Okay, so that was roll number 3. 4 is on Night Mantis. 9.
Puts her at 28.
5 is also on Night Mantis. 4.
Puts her at 32.
And then 5 on Night Mantis. Wait, 6?
This was 4 and 5. This was 3, 4, and 5.
So this is
5.
6. This is 5.
This is 6.
This is 6.
Yes.
Okay, Night Mantis gets 1 more. 4 again! I'm gonna use different these.
Puts her at 36, which is not bad.
And then I have 4 left.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Art, you're in your 30s? I might do 2 more for Night Mantis and 2 for Art.
I can heal myself a little bit. I can heal myself still 1d8.
With a second wind?
No, with Cure Wounds, actually.
Oh, well, save that.
But I just have...
Because I've got this spell
I just
active.
have 1 use of it.
We can also take a short
Okay,
rest.
okay.
I've just got this spell active, and I have to spend these somewhere, so I might as well try to get you 2 up. What's Night Mantis's max?
100.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. You don't need to try
Damn.
for max. Yep.
Okay, well, I will do 2 more to Night Mantis, and then I'll have 2 left for Art. So Night Mantis gets, 12? and 7. And then Art, you'll get 8 and 9.
Right, Night Mantis is up over half now.
That's incredible. Thank you so much.
Yep, that was my big plan, was to do that. So, like, you guys gather around this glowing wolf as she's pulsing out healing energy, like, once per 6 seconds, and she's, like, looking at you with her, like, baleful, mismatched eyes as she's healing you.
Yeah, and while this is happening, I think Bert is gonna give Night Mantis a hug and be like, what happened?
I came back to the city, and they wouldn't let me in to see Isabella. So that was when I knew something was certainly up, and then I met Watcher and the others, and they had this theory that something in the city was happening that had to do with invaders from elsewhere, a resurgence of tyrants, and I thought perhaps it had something to do with the League of Terrors, so I stayed with them. But then I think that our aunt got word that I was with them and sent the wardens to oust them from the city. But that Warforged skulk, he had infiltrated the Watchers, and he got the better of me in the confusion, and then brought me back here. And I've been here waiting for you as bait, because he was sure you'd come, and you
Here
did.
we are.
Yes, Vert, I think that Isabella has defected to the League.
Oh, yeah, most certainly. And then Bert will spend a little bit of time filling in Night Mantis on, like, the situation that he knows, that this is a time loop, and we're not really sure what's going to happen after the 10th hour, and we're kind of following the timeline that Watcher explained to us, seeing from the outside.
Yeah, she hears you say all that, and she kind of like nods along with it.
Yep, we're from the future, Night Mantis, don't worry about it.
Or we've seen the future.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense with what it... It's a lot to absorb, because to me, it hasn't been that long since I was captured. But...
How long has it been?
My sense of time has gotten a little bit fuzzy, but it can't have been more than, I don't know, a week at most?
Okay.
Maybe 2?
So, wait a second. Because she sent the letter, like, more than 3 weeks ago, right?
Didn't it take us like 2 weeks just to get here?
Yes.
And we spent a week preparing an Amber Hearth.
But is this just like her being in like a cell or something and not really seeing the day-night
Or
cycle
her
and
being
understanding?
stuck in
There's
a
some of
time
that,
loop
and then there's like,
2
who
weeks?
knows how long this time loop has actually
Exactly.
necessarily been going on. But from her perspective, it has not been like the month plus that it has been for
I
you.
see. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot of weird shenanigans going on. Okay. So yeah, Vert does like you see like math symbols floating around him. He's sort of calculating like, what's the most, but then he breaks out of that and he's like, okay. And then he points at Skulk's body. Is this scum worth keeping alive? Do you think?
She shakes her head. He didn't really talk much.
He's been hunting me for months.
He was trying to collect the big bounties on both of our heads with the Empire. I don't think he's involved with the League. I don't think keeping him alive would get us any extra information. If it were me, I'd put him down.
Then he won't be, and then I'll
Wait,
charge up.
but I can make him tell us the truth, the wolf says from the corner.
As my Thunder Gauntlet powers up, he looks at Elwyn.
I can
and
use
sighs.
magic to make him tell us the truth. If there's anything we think we need, any information that we want to get out of him, I can ensure that he does not lie to us.
I mean,
if there's anything you think worth digging for.
I mean, I don't know, because he's here for the money. So his allegiance is just his own. Right?
Isabella never brought him into any of her inner courts.
I don't even know if he's worth the time. But it's your call, Owen, if you think that...
It shouldn't be my call. This is your...
I wouldn't know what to ask him. Like...
Okay.
You know? If he's not with any faction or any group, and he's just solely a bounty hunter, right?
Yeah, I mean, Night Mantis nods.
Because when I saw him in Fimir, I think, he was just by himself, right? And he was tracking me as Byron.
Correct.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't with anybody.
Well, when you saw him in Fimir, he was with Albric.
He was with Albric, that's right.
Yep.
But now Albric's dead.
Yep.
And we haven't seen him with anyone else. So...
The rumble in the back of your head says, "We would all be safer if he were dead."
I agree.
That said, if he was just in it for the money and he's not affiliated with the League or with the Empire, would he be worth recruiting? He's got some really powerful abilities. If he's redeemable, and I think Elwyn's like looking at Embers as she says this.
Embers is like... I don't think you need to make an insight check to know Embers is in a weird mood. Embers shrugs and says, "Do whatever you want, I don't think it matters."
Can I insight that?
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll, or...
I'll go ahead and make the
I'm
roll.
also going to insight check.
Okay, then I'm not going to roll, because you're going to...
Can I also insight?
Might as well, yeah.
Oh, I got
Everyone insight checks
Man,
Embers.
I don't think you can beat me, Embers.
Very unlikely. I rolled a 2.
9.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, and you got what? 27, yeah.
27.
So what I want to know...
Art, did you roll? Just out of
yeah.
curiosity.
Alright, did you roll?
I got a 9.
A 9.
Oh, okay.
Well, you still win.
Yeah. I would like to know, is your reasoning because of the time loop thing? Like, we're just going to go back. There's going to be revived anyways or whatever. Like the changes aren't permanent.
Unless we can break the time loop today, it wouldn't matter if Skulk dies. It wouldn't really have mattered if Maria had died. I don't even know if this is the first time we've done this.
Sure. Okay.
And if it's not, then we're always going to spend 3 hours trying to save Night Mantis because there's no good reason not to, because we don't know.
Is there a check I can make to determine whether or not I think that's true?
An Arcana check. I mean, it'd be a high DC.
Sure.
Can I help you with it?
Sure.
Great.
We put our minds together. Come on, Brain Blast.
Arcana.
And that's a comfy dog over there.
Mm-hmm. 25.
Yeah, there is a piece of you that, like, when Ember says this, it does make you start to question those things that she's saying. Like, is this the first time you've done that? How would you know?
Mm-hmm.
But there's another piece of you, and I think that, like, maybe Elwyn, you start to realize But no, we've already made changes in here, right? You've quelled the like bubbling situation between the wardens and the people. Well, that's probably the most visible one. You realize that you've already made that change, and so like that kind of defeats the argument that like nothing you do in here matters, because you've already made something that visibly would have, like it has changed what was observed from the outside. So like it's hard to say if whether this is your first time doing this entirely, but like because you don't know how a time loop works. No one does, really. It's like an unbelievable situation to be stuck in, but you've made a change already. It's not pointless.
Then I think Ellen will just pad over to Embers and sit down and look her directly in the eyes and say, "You need to snap out of it. We've already made good change since we got here. Things we do matter, even if they don't last.
All right.
And the choices that we make shape who we are.
The ones that we remember, that's for certain.
Even if our minds don't remember, our hearts will. We've got to believe that, at the very least."
All right, you're right. She laughs at you. We have to believe it, because if you're wrong, then we're all screwed.
Okay, so let's try it your way. Let's wake this guy up. Let's talk to him. See what he knows. See where his allegiances lie. And he just like shakes his head, kind of in disbelief of his own words. If we think he's redeemable, maybe I can resist punching him after what he's done to my family.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to stop you from punching him.
Well, you might want to think about that if you become friendly with him. But yeah, before I change my mind, let's go ahead and wake him up and see what we can get out of him.
All right.
Should we tie him up or something?
Yeah,
first,
or why don't you help pin him or hold him or whatever? And I'm sure we have like rope and stuff.
So, above the table, I have 1 cast of Zone of Truth per day.
All right.
Is this where we use it, or should I save it for Isabella?
No, we're not going to catch Isabella.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna pat him down first and search him.
See what he's got.
Take away his weapons and stuff.
And his cloaking thingy, whatever that is, or whatever. Because I can't have him just waking up and immediately fleeing invisible, right?
Well, if we keep a lit torch near him.
I hear you, but
he doesn't. So you pat him down. Roll an investigation check.
Sure.
I'll help with my nose.
Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, that's great. That is 21.
You don't find like any sort of magical device on him that was like hiding him from your senses. So like if there is something, it must be something that's like built into his construction internal. Otherwise it's just like part of his training that has like he's developed this ability to like keep himself hidden from creatures relying on dark vision.
Okay.
So like it might be built into him, but there's like no magical device he's holding that is producing this effect.
That's unsettling. Okay.
What you do find on him, he's not wearing armor because that's like built into his construction as well, as a Warforged. But he has a +1 short sword.
Okay.
And a silenced pistol. So it's basically a regular pistol, but he has this like external barrel screwed onto it that can be removed. That like muffles the shot.
I'll hand the pistol to Night Mantis, and also while I'm doing that, say
she like spins it and like checks the balance.
Where are your things?
I think Isabella had them in her box above the stadium.
Okay.
I'll go take a look.
Okay.
Yeah, and she'll go up there and kind of look for her things.
I don't want her to let go yourself, but okay. That's fine. And then, do you want me to add the short sword to my inventory? I mean, with the time loop thing, I mean, maybe I'll just do it without asking, I guess, because I don't want you to...
We're making a lot of assumptions about this time loop, you guys. We haven't even gotten through a cycle yet.
You're right. Let me just add
That's
it,
true.
and then...
Let's just assume we're going to save the world within 10 hours, okay?
7 hours.
Cool. Okay. And then... so there's... Like you said, with that investigation check, nothing I can find to disable any of his... If there are any other devices.
Nope.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess we'll just tie him up. And I'm going to tell Art... If he, when we wake him up, if he so much as wiggles just a little bit out of your comfort zone, break his legs. Do not let him get away.
Done.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Then you wake him up. And he kind of comes to consciousness and just kind of like... He doesn't like sputter or start, he just kind of like coolly sits up and surveys his surroundings.
Yep, and then Bert looks to Elwyn.
Ellen has to come out of her wild shape in order to cast a spell, so she'll do that.
Oh, I thought you could cast spells.
I can't cast spells as a wolf. That's like, I think, a feeture I get as a higher level druid.
You can concentrate on them. But
I can keep my concentration
I
up,
see.
yeah.
Okay. So we know that they changed that completely.
No.
Okay.
No.
Understood.
No spellcasting.
Got it.
Yep, so I come out of my... I think Ellen will be sitting very, very close to him when he wakes up, so he just sees this like massive wolf. But on the cue from Vert, she'll come out of it and brush her dress off and touch her finger to the web-like necklace that's around her neck, and she finds one of the white beads, and she looks around at the group of you and she says, if you don't want to be affected by this, you best back up. She needs a 15-foot radius.
And you can't decide which creatures are... Okay.
I'll double check. I've never cast it before. But it says any creature.
yeah, I think Zone of Truth is indiscriminate.
Yeah, it is.
That's Legacy, too.
This is the legacy. Let me look up the new one. That was attached to the item.
Well, in any case, Art's going to be affected, but whatever. He's just the muscle. And then...
Yeah. I was gonna say
We can back up.
I think it's okay.
Oh, I do get to make a charisma saving throw.
Thank you for
For
noticing that
this
my
one?
spell was legacy rules. Okay.
Not that it might change anything.
No, 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range until the spell ends. A creature that enters the spell area is blah blah blah. Okay, so I can center it slightly behind him so that we can stand in front of him and it only gets him and Art in the radius.
That works.
So I will do that. I will cast Zone of Truth using the bead. And let me mark that off.
Can we persuade him to fail the save?
Do you want to try?
Yeah, before I cast it.
Yeah. So I'll say, if you want any chance of living, accept this spell.
I would say that's actually an intimidation check.
Totally fine. That's what I'm proficient in. So, yep, that is a 25.
Yeah, he kind of narrows his eyes at you, but gives a slow nod.
Okay.
All right.
Then he nods to Elwyn.
Alright, then she taps the bead and it pulses and there's a kind of sound as the sphere, invisible, but there's like a slight gust of chilly wind in the 15-foot radius sphere that passes over Art and Skulk. And they need to... Art, it's a charisma saving throw.
And Elwyn knows that
Yeah,
he's susceptible to the spell. Like, it takes effect on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, Art, charisma saving throw if you care, or you can just choose to fail.
Yeah, what's his save?
18.
11.
So, Art, you also, while you were in the radius of this spell, you cannot lie.
Sweet.
You cannot willfully lie.
And you know it also affected Embers, too.
No, I wasn't in the range.
okay.
I just wanted
You just
to
wanted to see.
what is that?
Acer was the natural one
Yeah,
sign.
you cannot speak a deliberate lie.
And
is
so
what it
we
says.
can't enter the space without having to roll, right?
Correct.
Yeah, if you enter the space,
so-
you have to roll. But I put it so basically it's just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So. Alright, so she casts the spell, and then she takes a minute to assess, and she kind of smiles at Art for a second, like, tries not to, and then smiles a little bit, and then just looks over at Bert and nods. Like, he's ready.
I mean, we're going to be, I think, above table tag teaming this, because I don't care about redeeming this guy, so if you guys want to redeem him, then you can have...
Well, if there's anything you need to know from him,
I
you
guess
can
I
start.
can
We've got 10
ask some
minutes. It's
questions.
not
Yeah.
speak
We have
with
plenty
dead.
of time.
We don't
Plenty
have
of time.
limited number of questions.
So yeah, I think Vert will pace a little bit and look at Skulk, and then say, do you work with anybody?
He kind of like nods over to Alberic's gnawed and destroyed body, and he says, I worked with him. I've worked with lots of people over the years. Now I'd say no.
You just work for yourself. You're in it for the money.
Correct.
Okay. Do you know of any other fellow bounty hunters who are doing the same thing?
I think many of the bounty hunters in this empire would be doing the same thing if they had the opportunity. But they know enough not to cross ones that I've chosen for myself.
I see.
So he shakes his head.
So you have quite the reputation within your occupation.
I've worked hard for it. I've earned it.
Okay. What was your next step after bringing us here? Do you have a deal? Did you have a deal with Isabella?
No. That woman is crazy.
Is he lying?
He can't.
I'm kidding.
Nope.
He can't.
I'm kidding.
He can avoid answering the
That
question. but he
woman
can't lie.
is batshit. She...
How so?
I don't know her motives, I don't know her history, but I know she wanted the two of you gone. I was to capture you and take you to the Emperor, collect my bounty, and wash my hands of her.
So she was helping you achieve your goals,
Yeah, he nods.
but you don't know why.
I know it somehow furthers what she wants, but I don't know the details.
How long ago did you meet with her?
I was hunting here in the city. Thought one of the two Vogma nobility might have been here. Turned out to be your sister. She got wind of it, invited me for a private audience.
And then he'll hold up his finger and say, think about that for a second and accept this spell too, and he'll cast Review Memory on Skulk.
How long back can you go?
A month.
Okay. What was your intimidation check? Do you remember? Off the top of your
25.
head? 25. Yeah, he recoils from like your touch of this at first, but like he kind of meets your eyes and like puts his head forward for you to like tap his forehead.
Yeah. Oh, let me make a charisma save. Right? Because I have to now?
Why?
Because I'm walking to touch him.
Oh yes, to see if you can lie.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're entering the zone of truth, then yes.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah, that You can lie if you want.
Okay, but you know I'm lying.
Yeah.
Okay, I look at you. And I wink.
She rolls her eyes.
As your vision is consumed by the memory, you see Skulk kind of like walking through the same hallway that the group of you were in earlier before the floor fell out from under you, and approaching that door to the the chamber beyond. But this time it is swung open for him, and he's got Albrecht and that kind of like weaselly looking man who turned out to be Zal in disguise, kind of at his shoulders, and he turns to them and he just says, "Let me take this one. You two wait here." And Albrecht kind of gives him a scowl and says, "Well, now that don't..." Well, what was Albrecht's accent? Hold on. I can't remember. Albrecht just says, "That doesn't seem fair." And then Skulk kind of like gives him an intimidating look, and Albrecht kind of like puts his hands up and backs up, and him and Zal kind of go off, and then Skulk pushes his way through the doors and into the chamber beyond, which is this it's kind of like it's a long like on three sides it's rectangular, but then at the back it kind of rounds out to kind of like a semicircle, and there's this long carpet that extends forward to this like raised central dais that is situated in that half circle. And all along the red carpet there are these like raised seats that kind of go up in levels, so it's like an audience chamber. And then in the center of that circle at the back of the room there is a throne, and seated upon the throne is the woman you saw before she transformed into her changeling form. It's that the dwarven woman with the like long black hair with like some gray in it, and she has this huge black dragon just like curled around her and draped across her lap, and she's like petting him. And there are guards kind of standing along the chamber as well. Those rune carved warriors that you saw when you were entering the Bolt Queen's Bastion. And Skulk kind of like warily approaches the front of the room, kind of like marking each one of the guards along the way, and then all like fixating on the dragon. And he approaches the front of the dais, and he basically says, "In my experience, it's rude to ignore a summons from a person of your rank, and so I've come." And he kind of like does like a half-hearted bow. And the woman kind of stands up and like frees herself from underneath the dragon and strides forward a little bit. And she says, "I'm to understand that you're hunting a very expensive bounty in my city. Now, I've no problem with this. In fact, I have a vested interest in making sure that these particular individuals see justice." And she gets like this wicked grin on her face. And so Skulk kind of like, you see from your vision, he nods. And he says, "That's all well and good, but I don't split bounties, even with nobility. You ought to know that." And she laughs just like this unhinged. "Oh, I've no need for your money. No, when my designs are seen through to fruition, I'll be well beyond such trivial matters. No, this is personal. This is the last thing I need to do before I can get on to much, much bigger things. In fact, I'd consider it a personal favor. I'd be willing to add to your reward, if you so choose. All you have to do is accept my help." And Skulk kind of like, he stands there silent for a minute, and you can tell he's just like staring her in the eye, trying to get a read on her. But he seems to make a decision, and he nods and says, "Very well. What did you have in mind?" And she says, "Good man, very good. I think you and I are going to work very well together. Come, let's draw up plans." And that's where your vision kind of comes to an end.
Okay. Yeah, Bert he steps back and sort of addresses Skulk again, and just kind of like takes a moment to sort of absorb the information. I see. Okay. If we let you go, are you going to be a danger to me and my family again?
He looks you in the eye and says, 2 million gold is a lot to pass up. Can you make it worth my while not to be?
Your life. What is that worth to you?
He kind of like, he can't really, because he's tied up, he can't really move his arms, but he like shrugs his shoulders a little bit, and he says, "Back when I was a man."
Oh, so he remembers. Shoot.
He says, "Back when I was a man." There was I could spend my gold, my hard-earned gold, on all manner of pleasures. That was living. Now the only pleasure, the only thrill I have, the only thing left to me is the hunt.
So why the money? Are you gonna hoard it like a dragon? Like, what's the point of 2 million gold? Why is that important if you can't enjoy it?
The bigger the prize, the more difficult the hunt.
So it's not even about the money, then.
The bigger the thrill. And he kind of
Look,
nods.
all right, I'll level with you. And he like sits down to like just be, eye to eye with him. I'll give you an in here, a chance. I don't normally do this. And he makes like a quick glance at like Embers and Elwyn. We're hunting bigger game right now than myself. And he leans in a little bit and says, "We're hunting the Emperor."
That sounds like suicide.
Hunting us was also suicide, but here you are.
That's a fair point.
He shrugs. What do you think?
What, you want me to join your suicide attempt?
He kind of shrugs again and says, "Look,
You kind of just told us you had nothing else to live for.
exactly. You seem like
There's the thrill of the hunt, and then there's reckless endangerment of my own life.
Have
These are
you
different things."
ever heard of the League of Terrors?
He shakes his head. That doesn't mean anything to me.
These are the true targets of the hunt. The Emperor may be a suicide mission, but even bigger than that. An entire coalition of monsters.
Tell you this.
So you're telling me you'd pay for members of this League of Terrors? I bring them to you, you pay for them. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm asking you maybe to join us on a probationary period. Come after this one. She casts minor illusion. In her palm, Cephalosk appears. Have you seen anything like this before?
Shakes his head. Never seen anything that looks like that.
This is an illithid called Cephalosk, and he is here somewhere in the city. And he is about to create some mass destruction on a level you have never seen.
We're actually from the future.
Oh, God. Ember, stop. Don't worry about that.
Like, he was kind of following, and then he just like looks at you.
No.
Sorry, no, ignore.
Sorry. Wait, hang on. Look back here.
You help us take this one down, and there will be more targets in it for you. Targets where the thrill of the hunt will outweigh any monetary value you could earn elsewhere.
Not that we won't pay you. We can't pay you. Maybe not 2 million, but we can pay you.
We can pay you.
If the challenge is there, I don't really care about the number.
These types of things, I guarantee, will have way more challenge and intrigue than any of these humanoids you've been hunting on the surface of this world.
He looks at you, Elwyn, and says, I'm no hero. I don't do anything out of the kindness of my heart. I'm not joining your group. But if you're saying you'll pay me to hunt this thing, and that it will be a challenge, well, I'll give that a shot.
Sounds like a good place to start to me.
But let me ask you again, because you didn't answer my question. If we let you go, are you going to be a danger to me, I guess now, our group, or my family?
Not if you can give me things that are more interesting to do.
I think we can do that.
It's not really.
I think we've got no shortage of targets to set you after.
Plenty of work to be had.
Yeah, I mean, he nods.
Where can we be in touch with you?
Obviously, you can find me just
I
fine.
take him down. I'll bring him to Amberhearth.
Alright.
I know where to find you.
For better or for worse. All right.
Vert is just very unsettled right now.
While the spell is still active, I think Ellen will come and she'll kind of sit gracefully next to Vert on the ground, level with Skulk. So you were from the Reaches? Is that where you grew up?
Yeah, he nods. Had a reputation there, too. Picked the wrong bounty. Ended up on the wrong side of some blood mages. And then he kind of like looks down at himself. Then this.
What happened between then and now?
Figured I was done with the Reaches when the fog went down. Went around the world for a little while. Ended up hearing that best fighters, they come here. Figured I'd follow.
Is Skulk your real name?
Shakes his head.
What is it?
We ain't friends. You can
We
call
could
me
be.
Skulk.
We could be.
He just like shakes his head. He doesn't think you can be friends.
What were your parents like?
Look, you're gonna have to buy me a drink or two before you get any personal details out of me.
Well, I could boil us some tea. We'll only take a few minutes.
I don't drink tea.
We have places to be.
I'm just trying to understand what made you this way.
What makes anyone anyway? Crappy father, crappy mother, crappy childhood.
I'm sorry.
Or maybe my childhood was great and I love my parents. Who knows? I am what I am.
I'm gonna insight check him. Not that I think he's lying, but there's something behind it he's not saying.
Well, you would know. He's
This
lying.
is just this is above table, but
Yeah.
I kind of like him. I kind of fuck with this guy.
That was a natural one. So we're just gonna put that away somewhere.
Yeah, like, he was, in that moment, he was, like, skirting your spell because, like, he wasn't answering about himself. He was saying, like, what makes anyone
Right, yeah.
right?
And
You know?
he's totally within the rules of the spell to,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
avoid answering
So you
questions.
pick up on that much. Like,
Yeah.
there's almost nothing to glean there because, like, he was intentionally diverting around your spell to not answer.
All right. Okay. Thought it was worth a try.
You're not the first to try.
I'll be the first to succeed.
We'll see.
She stands up and brushes her skirts off.
All right.
Sorry, I have one last question. How do we get out of here?
He just points up at, like, the box area where Isabella and her dragon were. That'd be the quickest way. Oh, actually, he can't point. He's tied up.
Yeah, he's tied up. He could
Maybe
nod.
motion.
Yeah, he nods with his head.
Yeah.
Where does it lead?
There's a stairway up there that leads to the throne room area.
You
Great.
think Isabella's got a trap waiting for us up there?
It'd be better if we had a way outside.
Or you could go back the way you came.
We already tried that. It's not good.
Then he kind of points to, like, the side, or he nods to the side doors. Those just go to cages, so I think that's your only option.
Yeah, must be.
All right.
Let's be ready.
Night Mantis comes back in, and she's got her full green and orange gear on.
Great.
I'll go ahead and show the token since
It's been a minute.
yeah, it's been a minute, and also Gabo hasn't met her before.
Oh, there she is.
She's really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, she's awesome.
me-
She's the best.
Sorry, 1 second. Go back to this. So
Oh yeah, show it to the viewers
Bam.
as well. There she
Zoom
is.
in on it.
She's so cool. That's my sister. Coolest.
Yeah, so she's got this, like, green and orange gear with this mask that comes down over her face that is mantis-like, as you'd expect. And so the eye goggles of it are kind of this like orange multifaceted glass. And then she's got a rifle and a couple of pistols, like, strapped to her hip.
Bert will walk up to Night Mantis and say,
And, like, all manner of, like, arcane gadgets as well. She's got a bunch of gadgetry. She's kind of like Alen'dal Batman in a sense. She's got all the tools
Hell
for the
yeah.
job.
he's so cool.
Yep.
Bert will walk up to Night Mantis and say, "You're not going to believe this," and then explain briefly what the conclusion is of their discussion.
And I think the last thing that Elwyn will convey to Skulk is just, if you're looking for a place to start to find Cephalosk, start with the spire.
Well, that's a tall order, but
It is a tall spire.
I think I'm going to start with a rest.
And then
Ember's
Bert will
untied.
also point
Yeah.
and say, "And one last thing, if you do get disinterested in these jobs and come after me again, I will not be this friendly. Remember that."
Now that he's untied, he kind of throws his hands up and says, "If I come after you again, now I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, you're done. All right.
One way
I can
or
only
another.
stop him from killing
One
me
way or
once.
another. One of us doesn't walk away from that encounter, I think."
And with that, he grabs the pistol, I guess, and hands it to him.
Yeah, he kind of twirls it and puts it in his holster.
Good luck.
Happy hunting.
I'm ready for
This
that
is
paycheck when
Everyone's like, this is awkward. We both have to go the same way.
you go. I'll rest here. Yeah, he kind of fades back into the darkness.
Yeah.
Night Mantis looks at Vert and says, "You sure about this?"
No. I hate this.
Well, if he comes for us, we'll do it together.
Yes. I mean, we gave him an extra life. And that's the most amount of whatever, niceties or whatever I can give him. Like, I can't even imagine I'm doing this after what he did to you, to me.
I think your friends are having a good impact on you.
They're definitely having an impact on me. He just rolls the entire body eye roll.
I want to say like she put air quotes around good though.
Yeah. You're the only one that understands.
As the group of you go to leave, she kind of pulls Vert back for just a second.
Oh, she can come with.
Yeah, she's gonna come with, but she like pulls you aside to just get like a moment of your time.
Oh yeah, sure.
And she says, "There's a little bit more that I felt like I needed to talk about with just you."
Okay.
In the time that let me start this by saying I know you feel like you bear a lot of the burden for what happened to Vagma.
He looks like down at the ground when she says that.
I don't know if what I have to say is going to make that better, make you feel better or worse about that. And so that's why it's hard to say, but in my time with Isabella, she said some things. She alluded to some things. I think it was her fault. I think she brought down Vagma. And I think she did it to spite our mother.
Bert, takes a step back and, he's, speechless. What do you mean?
She never confirmed it. She never said as much in direct terms, but reading behind the lines of the things she was saying, it sounded as if... Look, you mentioned one time... You mentioned that you gave important information to Uncle Rosnor, right?
He nods.
And that he used that to turn on Vagma, and that for that reason it was your fault and Rosnor was to blame. But she made it sound as if it wasn't him, as if she was impersonating him, and you gave the information to her. Like I said, she didn't say as much in direct terms, but that was the sense I got. Is that possible?
I think with that, Vert tries to remember really hard the moment of that event where he did confide into Rosnor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's any way I can do this, but is there any way I can make a super retroactive perception check?
Or insight.
It would be more insight. But yep, you could.
Okay, so I'm level 8 right now, but back then I wasn't. What do you want me to do for
just make insight a disadvantage.
Okay.
I think it's the way we'll
Sure.
Yeah, it's you're looking back right from
knowing what you know now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. So disadvantage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is totally makes sense. It's a 12 that I would not be able to tell.
I think with a 12, I think when you hear Night Mantis say this, it's certainly possible, but you've gone over that moment so many times in your head. It's hard for you to imagine that it was anyone other than Rosnor who you were talking to, because he's someone you were intimately familiar with. Right?
Yeah.
Someone who you knew so well.
Right. Yeah. He was
So it's possible. You can see that it would be possible, but it's hard for you to imagine.
Right. But then he kind of just takes a deep breath and Father said the same thing too, that it may have not been him. He was a good man.
But we all know that Basil can be a little optimistic.
That might be so, but I don't even know what's right anymore.
She just made it seem as if it was... More than anything, she made it seem as if it was her hand that orchestrated it.
So he kind of... It's like...
She seemed proud.
So was she gloating? Like...
Yeah, she nods.
Let me see. Man. That's crazy.
It's hard to imagine that one woman, even an infiltrator as skilled as she is, could pull strings so fine to orchestrate the downfall of an entire kingdom, right? That's insane.
Yeah, and also to put herself in a legitimate position that she is right now. Or whatever you would call that.
Either way, I think she's not someone to be underestimated, but...
She's truly dangerous, if this is all true.
I thought you should know that it's possible she's complicit in some way.
Oh, boy.
She kind of raises her hands. I told you, I wasn't sure if that would make you feel any better, or if it would make you feel worse, but...
I don't know, Estelle. I mean, like...
I feel like you needed to know.
Yeah, no, this is... Thank you for telling me. He just looks at her and nods, and then he just kind of like his eyes. He just kind of just looking around. Like, I don't really know what to think right now, but I will need some time to actually process it. But I do appreciate it. This is just a lot, man.
Agreed. And she kind of she gets a smile on her face. And then she goes to change the subject, and she jokingly says, on another note, your girlfriend with the wolf thing? Damn.
He's also full of surprises. Yeah, that's the first time I saw it too, actually.
She never ceases to impress.
I feel like there's a lot more where that came from.
You keep her around, brother.
Yeah.
And she kind of puts an arm around you.
Yep. For real. Okay. Well,
and you can hurry to catch up with everyone else.
Get out of this hole.
The group of you follow that stairway.
It's the only exit.
It's the only way we can go, right? Unless we can take that anti-magic thing. That may be fun to play with.
You could if you want to.
So, the rule with stuffing it inside of a bag of holding was...
You couldn't.
You can't.
Yep. Because as soon as you bring a bag of holding into the area of it, it becomes a normal bag.
Okay.
So you could put it in that bag, but it's still going to be producing its effect.
Okay, then I won't take it, even though I want to.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess we'll make our way up to the
Making our way.
what do you call that level of the arena? Like the boxes.
Yeah, the VIP box seats.
Yeah.
Great. And then once you're in there, there's a chamber in there, and you can see the chest where Night Mantis's equipment must have been stored. But that's all been looted. And then, like Skulk said, there's a stairway at kind of the back of that area that seems to go upward. And it kind of spirals just directly upward. And it comes to the back of a secret door.
Okay.
And then do you want to push it open? What do you guys want to do?
Is it completely sealed?
I have one.
Or is there any air gaps or anything?
No, it's sealed. You can't see through to the other side.
Okay.
But you could listen at it if you want.
Do you want me to scout ahead again?
Wait, Gabo, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if did we short rest during this? Did that count?
I mean, we could have extended that discussion to a short rest.
If you wanted to have taken a short rest, you totally fine. You could have taken a short rest.
How much time would that have cost us?
An hour.
An hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can also finish my attunement if we're short resting too, so I'm gonna do
Do
that.
we want to spend
it's an hour.
How many?
I feel like
what's
if
our
we're
resource
on the
check here?
tail of Isabella,
So I'm gonna tell you a DM thing. Because I have to be strict about charging in hours, the conversation you just had with Skulk is going to cost you an hour regardless. So you might as well short rest.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay,
All right,
okay.
let's short
that,
rest.
That makes
Because
sense.
I
I thought it was like in addition to.
No, because of the
Yeah.
mechanics of this time loop, I have to be strict about things costing
It's fine.
time.
Yeah.
So like, because you did a thing, I have to charge you an hour,
It's okay.
Yeah.
effectively.
How are Amelia
Yeah,
and
that's
Maria
fair.
doing? Are they like shaken at all, or are they still pretty like, you know, what's their I guess, what do you call it? Not like mentality or like resolve?
Roll an insight check.
Sure.
And then also let's roll some hit dice for those two while we're at it.
17?
Yep.
I think as you're observing Emilio and Maria during your resting period, yes, like they came into this confident, they don't look as terrified as you might expect them to. They still have that like resolve and determination, but they are shaken a little bit. I think, if anything, they just seem a bit more wary. They're kind of clinging to each other a bit more.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't get anything back on a short rest, do I?
I get some wild shapes.
No, I don't get wild shapes back except on a long rest. And I'm gonna have to double check the new druid, but I think
I think Art is having second thoughts about bringing them with us.
Oh, but I can't.
I'm glad someone else is.
I think Art is gonna help.
Yep.
I'm gonna use during the short rest natural recovery to recover a 3rd level and a 1st level spell slot.
Yeah, I think Vert gives Art that big "I told you so" face. Not in a mean way, but just like, this place is dangerous.
You do get one wild shape back on short rest.
Do
Not
I?
all of them, just one.
Is that how the new thing works? 1 wild shape, right? You said?
1.
Where did you say that?
It's in level 2 wild shape.
I see. You regain 1 expended use when you finish a short rest and all. Oh, I see. It's not in the
I just
quick
went to
rules.
That's long rest.
Yeah, it's not in the quick rules. It's just you have to
Wow.
expand it. There's a lot of wild shape rules that like.
Yeah, I went to the druid page and I did a search on short rest just to see if like, are we good?
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. Because
well, that's good because you
very
only get
varied.
3, and it's Also, what was I gonna say? Oh, can you check if the temp HP I get from wild shape persists, even if I come out of the wild shape?
Oh,
I think it does.
when
Does
you
Night Mantis also have hit dice she can roll?
She does, yes. Good call.
it doesn't really say. Here's all it says: when you assume a wild shape form, you gain a number of temporary hit points equal to your druid level.
Yeah.
I would say
Probably
you keep it
persist.
then.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
only 8, so like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say while you assume. It says when you assume.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
I'm gonna keep them.
And I think it would tell you when you leave the form.
It would say if we
Yeah.
lost him.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I recovered some spell slots. I got a wild shape back.
Yeah, I don't think I get literally anything from from short rest, which is fine. I wish I got spell slots back, but
I get so much back from short
I know
rest.
martial classes get
Yeah.
a lot, which is
Yeah.
great. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank God.
Thank God, because like if you guys didn't either, we'd be like,
Yeah.
shit.
Well, if all of my short rest stuff is like, well, most of it's pretty limited.
Then again,
Like
this
the
is
spell slot thing is a
also
once per long rest.
yeah.
thing.
This is also old artificer, so like I don't know if the new artificer is gonna have different changes
Yeah,
too.
Who knows?
We'll find out very soon.
We will.
Night Mantis gets herself back up to full health.
Nice.
Emilio gets up to 30,
Oh, yeah.
while Maria gets up to 32.
Cool.
Out of 33 for both of
Okay.
them.
Oh, nice. Okay, so they're pretty much full too. That's good.
Top, it's topped off.
Emilio and Maria, for your tracking purposes, each spent 4 hit dice. Of their available 6, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, who's going to be
Yeah,
in
they've
charge
got
of keeping
6.
track of that?
Well, if it is, oh, I see. Because we don't have
They don't
we
have.
just have a reference sheet.
Yeah, they don't.
I have a
I'm already
doc
taking
where
notes.
I
I'll
was-
just
Sit
do it
on the
here.
note page. Yeah, that makes sense too.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Easy.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay.
Thanks, Esther.
And Night Mantis had to spend 6 of her available 10, if you want to note that as well.
I think.
And I'm so sorry, you said Emilio's at 32 and Maria's at 30?
Emilio is at 30 and Maria is at 32.
Oh, other way. Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh well. Alright.
Well, we may not be able to avoid a confrontation or a trap.
We're in better shape for one.
We should proceed carefully, but if we have the option to leave
Yeah,
without confronting your aunt, is that something we should do, or do you need to close the loop on this?
Confronting her?
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, that would be a dream if we could confront her and actually
I mean,
pull her into a conversation.
it's very likely she's waiting for us.
offer stance to scout if you want.
Gosh, I mean, so that. How much do we know about like dragon sizes and like their age and strength and stuff like that?
At this point, I think quite a bit in general.
When
what
I
do you
saw
want
the
to know
memory,
specifically?
and I guess what we saw in the arena, like
Paldair is an adult dragon.
an adult dragon. Have we met another adult dragon?
Yes.
Delatoses.
I think that Oldoth was an adult. I'd have to go double check.
I'm just trying to gauge power level here of like similar comparison things that we fought. Is this
Hashtag know your enemy.
yeah?
You're not a fighter anymore.
It's so much better now that I'm not a fighter too. That ability.
Mm-hmm.
Just a second.
I feel like for a lot of things in 2024, they went back through 2014 where it's like, let's give this class a reason to use this feature.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Because like when I read the new stuff for Battle Master, I'm like, oh my gosh. That would have been nice.
If you're gonna go scouting ahead,
It's an offer, I'm not.
if we decide to do that, I can give you guidance, but would you want help seeing things or help being sneaky?
Not being sneaky, I think.
So I can give you guidance on stealth.
Definitely don't want to get caught out there with a dragon.
Yeah, that's true. I can also wait until I have that ability. I don't think I have that prepared today. No, I don't.
Oh no, Oldoth was young. I think in terms of power level, then you're looking at more like Tyhar, who was
We
the
didn't
one
get to see.
you brutally murdered.
Yeah, but we had no
lot of
idea.
HP.
Yeah.
He had so much HP.
Or also, I think, gosh, why am I blanking on his name? I can only think of Albert Coldlake, the prison warden. What was his name?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Greymantle.
Yes, Warden Greymantle's dragon Ignis, I think, was an adult.
Oh, okay.
It's like a dragon in full power. They haven't gone to Ancient, which is like extreme levels of power, but it is like a full-fledged dragon.
Shoot. Okay. Yeah, I mean, gosh, we've tangled with some amount of dragons before, and this is just, it's just never a happy thing. No. So, like, meeting up with Isabella, having a meeting on our terms seems like a very tall order when we're sort of in her court right now, right? Like,
So we should try to sneak out of here, is what you're saying.
I'm off.
Yeah.
That's what I would like to scout
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
out.
I
think we should try and get out without a confrontation at this point,
So
unfortunately.
I could do guidance on you on stealth for the next minute, but if you think it'll take longer than a minute, I can...
Arias.
Arias Greymantle, yes.
If you think it'll take longer
call.
than a minute, I can also just enhance all of your
I know that one
Dexterous
takes a little bit more out of you, so
It does, but it's worth it.
I'm fast. Ember smiles.
All right, then I will cast guidance on Embers for stealth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go with the wind.
Oh, that's a D4, right?
Yeah.
Let's have that stealth check.
And the good thing about the new one is every time you make a stealth check, you get to add this for the next minute.
Oh,
The D4.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. You kind of push this door open, and it kind of slides to the side. And all of you can see the space that this reveals, and I'm actually going to drag you over to a map just so that you can actually see it.
Sure.
Vert, you instantly recognize it as like the same space as when you... Oh, Night Mantis is still...
It's okay.
her token's there. It's the space you saw in the memory.
Mm-hmm.
There's that like half circle with like the opulent rug.
Looks like the best arena if I've ever seen one.
Shut door.
Shut the door, nope.
The throne when you saw it was placed kind of in the center of that like sun disk. And then you can see the like rows and rows of ascending seats for like council members or audience members who might be in this throne room / audience chamber. And Embers, the secret door kind of opens up there in like the northeastern corner of the room. And you look around and there's no one here at the moment. It is totally vacant.
Embers will...
There's like a pair of big double doors at the far end of the room, but they're shut.
I'm going to look for other secret doors.
Good. Roll an investigation check.
Okay. And I only get this for stealth, right? This is not... Yeah.
Yep, that's only for stealth.
It's cool that they let you apply it to like a specific skill and say like for the next minute.
Yeah.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Bad. 8.
Yeah, you kind of like this door comes out behind one of these statues, and you kind of like take a minute to like move around the room, checking on along the wall. Oops, you're kind of off the map there. Checking along the wall for different like divots in the wall and things that would reveal hidden doors, especially behind these other statues. And you're doing kind of like a quick field check, and you don't find anything initially.
What's out of these windows?
If you go over to the window and look outward, I think on one side of the room you'd basically see like out onto the lake that surrounds the city. But if you look out the other side, you can see you have a pretty good view of the central island, and you can see the Bolt Queen's dial, the big clock tower in the center of Philareth. And as you watch, it chimes bong, 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 5 times.
Okay. The last thing I want to do in this room is go over to the door and try and open it. First listen through it and see if I can hear anybody on the other side.
Okay.
Not the secret door.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
It's 23.
Probably.
23. You can hear through the door, you can hear the muffled conversation of guards on the other side of the door.
Okay. Embers will go back to the secret door and report in. Say, it's 5 o'clock. We have 5 hours left.
Okay, what did you see?
There's still the throne room's empty. We can all come out. There's nobody in there. There's rooms we could maybe go out the window. And I think that's our best bet because there's guards on the other side of that door, and we're gonna get into a fight if we go that way.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are we all going to need to be sneaky?
No, I think once we break that window, that's gonna be out of the question.
Do we have to break it? There's no latch on it. You can't just open it quietly.
Embers hadn't checked that.
If you take a look, there is a latch.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they have latches.
Sure enough.
Because I can make us all. I can do the thing with the muffling of the sound and then.
sort of wanting to break it, but this makes more sense.
Right.
I don't know if we're gonna need that. Are there guards patrolling around the grounds outside the window? If we poke our head out and look.
Yes, there are. I mean, they aren't. They're more concentrated to at the front of the estate. So you're kind of tucked away in the back of the estate. And so immediately under the window, there's not too much of a guard presence, but you are going to have to get past a few to get back into the city.
Right.
Okay.
I can make us stealthy. It lasts for an hour, so it'll get us as far away from here as we need to go.
Alright.
And if we need to sneak into other parts of the city, we'll be able to try anyway.
That said, we might not need to do this. I'm not sure Isabella has told everybody that to look out for us,
Well, we do
we
have
were
two
let-
shapeshifters with us.
We were let into the into the thing.
We were let in.
So
I think we might be able to get by without a fight.
Okay.
Or without using any more magic.
Okay. Alright. Well, this is your area of expertise.
for what? What are you
Deception.
proposing? Oh, we won't walk out the door?
We're walking out
No,
the front door?
not the front
Or
door,
the
but
window.
leave the window, and then as we go by the guards downstairs,
Yeah.
there's only a few leading back to.
And we just act like we belong and
Right.
walk. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright.
So you said on one side we can see the city, on the other side we can see the lake. Both sides have sort of equal covering or coverage as far as the guards go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we probably want to jump out on the city side so we're closer to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think so.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, I'll
How-
go over
how
and
high
check
is it?
the window for a latch.
There are latches, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. How high is it?
You're probably 30 feet up.
Okay.
Well, probably higher than that, because it's it's a decent-sized castle, so let's say 60 feet up.
Who?
Well, we've got rope. We can climb.
Yeah. Who doesn't have
I can fly.
flying?
Emilio and Maria.
Can I potentially, since I'm strong and beefy, can I just carry Emilio and Maria
You could carry one of them.
as I fly? Oh,
So what's the
okay.
what's the DM
Okay,
rolling on medium creatures carrying medium creatures? Because I could also carry one
Half
if that's the
movement,
case.
right?
Yeah, you'll move half movement, but if movement speed isn't an issue, then yeah, no problem.
Okay. So then you don't have flying unless you shapeshift, right?
I can climb down the side of the wall.
Right. I'm just wondering if we just fly over the guards.
I would need to shapeshift.
Yeah, you need to shapeshift. And Night Mantis also doesn't have flying.
Correct.
But
I also can't fly.
But you
If
you have a climbing speed.
Yeah, but I
So-
can't fly.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
we're
mean-
climbing down, we're not flying then.
and if I shapeshift, I can carry someone.
Well, I think that with me having a flying speed, worst case is I can also just shuttle a couple people down, depending on the caution level of the guards, if you will. If they immediately are
You've got the time to ferry people back and forth.
if they catch up, if they're hostile, then we might want to change strategy. But if we do have the time, then I'll just shuttle everybody down.
Night Mantis can also just she
has a grappling hook.
she pulls out she puts an
repels
attachment onto her rifle and then just shoots it onto the window ledge and it grapples on there and then just this rope extends out from it and she just begins
She's the
rappelling
best.
down.
Can I just
No,
skip
and I think
character? wanna see what plays her now.
at this
I
point,
think
Ellen
Liz just
leans.
jumps after.
Yeah.
I'm not
Ellen
climbing
leans
down.
over to
Yeah.
Vert and says, "Your sister's so cool.
She is so cool.
I hope she sticks around this time."
We need to recruit her for
She's
real
so cool.
as a permanent member of this party. She's so cool. Okay, yeah. So then, one way or the other, we either
So
repel or
you
climb or
and
fly
you and
down.
Art have Emilio and Maria, and
Well-
Ellen will spider climb down.
Yeah,
I can just take care of. I mean, if there's a rope, they can just climb down too.
Yeah, they can climb down.
Yeah, then we're
And
good.
I can
This is
help
rope,
from the
that's
wall.
Okay.
So we're all good. We don't need.
I
to
can
use
also cast
resources.
spider and climb on them, and they can go first.
That's true.
Yeah, one way or the other, we don't need to use resources, and
Nope.
we can all get down.
Mm-hmm.
So, flying, climbing, or whatever. Cool. How much longer are we going, by the way?
We'll wrap up now. Don't worry.
Cool.
I
I just want to check.
You just sound like you're not having fun.
No, I'm loving this.
was worried about Claire.
I know.
get
I know.
it. Someone has a bedtime, and it's Zach.
Zach has a bedtime. He gets
Sorry,
really
guys.
cranky if we go past 8:30.
Yeah, I'm already feeling it.
The group of
He's about to have a tantrum.
the group of you reach the ground.
Bubbling.
The group of you reach the ground, and you kind of like sneak along the wall of this castle, back towards the bridge towards like the exit to the grounds where the main force of the guards is. And as you get there, can each of you make a perception check?
Sure thing. Is this based on sight or smell? Or sound?
It can be. You can have advantage.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, yes! I think Gabo has inspiration, right? Okay.
Yeah, Gobble, you have inspiration. I don't know if you knew that.
I just
Wow.
used it, so
I rolled 2 of the same number.
I'll give it to you. Who am I giving it to?
Oh, did you just use
Who
it?
hasn't had inspiration in a while?
I think
Embers?
Embers?
Embers,
All right.
you get inspiration.
I will take it.
Sweet.
What did that work out to for you?
25.
22.
22? Okay.
27.
27. There you go.
14.
Oh,
I had advantage and I rolled 2 6s.
you're good at perception too.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh.
I think Elwyn, you land and you're kind of distracted by like.
Emilio and Maria.
Yeah, you're
Trying to
distracted
help them
shuffling
get
them
down.
down.
Children.
As the group of you kind of like come to the edge of this castle and you're looking forward at the rest of the grounds and like what you have to do to escape the guards to get out of this estate, a commotion erupts at like the edge of the estate, and there's shouting amongst these like rune carved guards. And they actually clear out of your way because they run out of the estate and like towards the bridges, and they're shouting. And those of you who rolled particularly high, so our natural 20s with Embers and Vert, you can make out the words that they're saying, and they say, "It's no good. They're not contained. They're coming this direction. They're on this island. They're on the Chancellery Island. We have to repel them before they get to the Chancellor." And they begin running off in that direction. And as you look beyond them, you can see the forms of monsters coming down in this direction. Manticores and sturges and chimeras and all manner of monsters flooding in this direction. They're still quite a ways off. So you might be able to escape their detection, but they are coming this way.
Sweet.
And that is where we will end today's episode. Thank you everyone for playing. Thank you to those who came to watch. We'll be back with more of this Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Hopefully we'll all be in the same room and we won't have anyone remote anymore, but we'll see how things go. I might have just jinxed it. Either way, we hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.